it is hard because people do think, stories are soft. And so, I'm better to give them the cold, hard data, and that's going to make people change. And look, there are definitely some people that are more driven by data than others. And so I'm certainly not saying we don't use data at all, but it's just that we know that stories are also a very, very strong way to can influence people. What I usually do is I start flipping it, and I'll say to people, well, look, we've been leading with data for a long time. It hasn't got us to where we want to get to, so let's try something that we know is different and we know that actually does make a difference. And it's based on science fundamentally because it's how our brain works. So, most people can't remember a stat from last week, but they can remember a story that they've been told. And there's real reasons for that. So, yes, you said the story's 22 times more likely to be remembered than facts alone. Like, that's huge in itself.
It's incredible.
It is, eh? But also stories, and the reason this happens, I think, is because stories activate more areas of our brain than data. And when people hear a story about an event, our brain responds, especially if you feel empathy about something or you can see yourselves inside it, then our brain responds in the same way. And in fact, they talk about neural coupling, which is where if I tell you a story and you're really engaged in it, our brains actually start to mirror each other, or the activity in our brains start to mirror each other. So what that means is it makes it a lot easier for people to remember, and people can connect with it more strongly.